Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, Wooden Railway Adventures, Episode 17, A Special Visitor. Sir Topham had been expecting a very special visitor for a long time, and finally the visitor had arrived on Sodor, and all the engines were very happy. They want to know who it is. He'll be here in the yard very shortly, said Sir Topham Hatt. But Gordon was cross. "Ugh," he said. "Sir Topham Hatt pulled me out of work for a lame engine meeting. Huh," he said. "I'm tired of this." You know, Gordon," said Sir Topham Hatt, "I can hear you." "Oh," said Gordon. "Sorry, sir." "Never mind. I think you'll like this visitor." "Really," said Gordon, being sarcastic. "Is it another mean diesel coming to tease me?" "No," said Sir Topham Hatt. "I think you'll know him quite well." "Who are you talking about?" asked Gordon. "Well, how about you meet the special visitor for sure? Hey, special visitor, can you come right on out here?" "Oh, sure," said a familiar voice. The engines recognized it, but they didn't know who. Just then an engine puffed into the shed, and all the engines were shocked. They couldn't believe it. The special visitor was the Flying Scotsman. "No way," said the engine. "It's the Flying Scotsman." "Sir," said Gordon, "you really brought the Flying Scotsman here to see me?" "Of course," said Sir Topham Hatt. His owner wanted to give him a break from the hard work he's been doing on his old railway, and so his owner and I agreed that he could spend a couple of weeks here. "Oh, thank you, sir," said Gordon. This is a real pleasure." "You're welcome," said Sir Topham Hatt. "Now, I think you would all like to meet the visitor, but I'm sorry, you must return back to work. Except for you, Gordon. You too can talk." "Thank you, sir," said Gordon. "You're welcome. Now, please, everybody back to work." "Okay," said the engines, and they puffed away. And Gordon and the Flying Scotsman were very happy to see each other, and they talked late into the night. The next morning, Gordon was to pull the express, and he was boasting to the Flying Scotsman about it. "Today," he said, "I'm pulling the express." "Wow," said the Flying Scotsman, "I can't wait to see you pull that." But just then Sir Topham Hatt walked up. "Sorry, Gordon," he said, "there's been a change of plans. You are now pulling trucks today." "Trucks," said Gordon. "I don't want to pull trucks. My brother's here. Can't I pull something more suitable?" "It's orders are orders," said Sir Topham Hatt, "and I've given you the pleasure to pull a truck. You should enjoy it. You haven't pulled trucks in a long time." "Oh, but sir," he said. "No, sir. Oh, but sirs," said Sir Topham Hatt. "I don't care. Just pull the trucks. I think the Flying Scotsman would be very impressed if you did." But Gordon didn't think so. But just then Gordon thought of a plan. "Okay, sir," he said. "I will pull trucks today." Thank you, Gordon," said Sir Topham Hatt. "I knew you'd understand." And he walked away. "I'll be right back," said Gordon. "I need to speak with someone." Gordon puffed onto the turntable. Gordon had puffed up to Henry, who was pulling the express. "Hi, Henry," said Gordon. Hi, Gordon," said Henry. "What are you doing?" "Oh, I just came to tell you that there's been a mix-up in train orders, and now I'm pulling the express today." "Oh, man," said Henry. "I was really looking forward to this." "Don't worry," said Gordon. "There'll be other times." "Well, I guess you do have a point there," said Henry. And he uncoupled from the express. "So what am I to do now?" said Henry. "Oh," said Gordon, "you're going to pull trucks at Ellsbridge Station." "Okay," said Henry. "I guess I could do that." "Oh, I know you can," said Gordon. And Gordon was coupled to the express. "Have fun pulling those trucks of yours," he said to Henry. "Okay," said Henry. Gordon puffed up to the turntable. "Well," said Gordon, "how do I look?" "You look very nice," said the Flying Scotsman. "I am impressed." "Oh, thank you," he said. "I have a couple of minutes before my express is due, so we can talk till then." Meanwhile, Henry was going to Ellsbridge Station to pick up the trucks. The station master saw this. Excuse me," he said, "but Gordon's supposed to pull trucks today." "Oh," said Henry's driver, "Gordon told us that there was a mix-up in train orders, and it was Sir Topham Hatt that was responsible." "Okay," said the station master. "I guess we're pulling trucks today." Henry was very pleased. "Ooh, these trucks shouldn't be any trouble," he said. Just then, the signal turned green, and Henry puffed away. He then came to a switch in the track, Henry had not been along this track for a very long time, and he didn't know which way to go. But the trucks pushed him onto a line. Okay, said Henry, this must be the way. This must be the track that you take when you're pulling trucks. But unfortunately, it wasn't. Henry continued along his way. He went through Gordon's Hill and was very surprised at the scenery. Wow, he said, it's very beautiful up here. But just then, trouble was just around the corner. Unfortunately, he was going through the Sodor Bay Bridge, and the points were switched at the wrong angle, since Douglas had just come through. Henry could not see around the sharp bend, and when he came around it, he couldn't stop in time. Oh no, he said, the points are switched at a wrong angle. Help, help, help. But his driver couldn't stop him in time, and Henry's wheel slid off the track. The last few cars stayed on the track, but the rest of the cars fell on Henry. Oh, he said, help me, help me. Gordon was about to leave for Express, and Percy puffed it. Hey guys, he said, did you hear that Henry crashed while pulling the trucks? Henry crashed while pulling the trucks, said Gordon. Oh no. What do you mean? Asked Thomas. Oh, he said, I put Henry in charge of the trucks when I was supposed to be in charge of them. I lied about taking the Express so I could show the Flying Scotsman how marvelous I was. So you were lying, said Sir Topham Hatt. Yes, sir, I was, said Gordon. Okay, well, don't worry. The Flying Scotsman will get to see a lot of trucks. What do you mean, sir? He asked. Well, basically, you're going to pull trucks for the next couple of days. Oh man, said Gordon. Well, here's a lesson learned. You should have just taken the trucks in the first place. It'll give you a nice break from the Express. I guess so, sir, said Gordon. And anyway, said Sir Topham Hatt, I think the Flying Scotsman would have been very impressed if you pulled trucks. It would show that you weren't afraid and that you were brave and you could stand up to the challenge. And Gordon had to agree.